He fell asleep in New Jersey before the bombs hit the ground. Broadcasting from a bomb shelter, he is the nuclear clown. Everybody knows that 3D technology is all the rage, and all the rage is 3D technology. So, to salute this bold new form of broadcasting that is going to forever change the way we perceive entertainment, this very special episode of Nuclear Clown TV is broadcast entirely in 3D. Simply take the special and official Nuclear Clown TV 3D glasses that was mailed to you if you're a subscriber to this channel. You got them, right? And slip them on. And be amazed as you enter an entire new world of sensation. Feel the loserdom dripping off my fingertips and coating you. See vividly and clearly the Big Mac stains on my shirt. You know, it was just a few years ago where HD TV was the big bad new form of entertainment on the block, and now just a few years later, it seems 3D TV and all that good stuff with the movies in 3D is kind of taken over, and there are ads for 3D TVs, and it's really pretty crazy and exciting. So I went to see that movie How to Train Your Dragon in 3D, and it is a cute and adorable film about Vikings and dragons and triple anal. Without the triple anal part. I don't really go to see these movies too much in the theaters. I wanted something different because whenever I go see a movie I want to see, it's terrible. So I think I was out and I thought, hey, let me switch things up and go see something different. And this is certainly something different than what I'd normally see. And you know what? It was a lot of fun. It was a fun, cute movie. The animation was really nice. The 3D was pretty sweet. Though strangely, it didn't really seem to make that big a difference to me. I remember 3D, the first time I saw a movie with this new resurgence of 3D was that real crappy movie, My Bloody Valentine, but it was in 3D, so I was like, oh, I gotta see that, it's in 3D. Now everything's in 3D. Toll booths here in New Jersey are in 3D now, or so I've read in magazines. But I remember the first time I saw a movie in 3D, I was like, wow, this is really neat. This is great. And this is probably only, I think, the third movie I've seen in 3D since the kind of big resurgence. And I gotta say, I guess I didn't really even notice. It didn't really matter too much to me, I guess. But it was neat, to watch. As far as a review, my reviews on movies when I actually like them are pretty crappy because I don't have much to complain about. And if I don't have a lot to complain about, the review's kind of short. So, How to Train Your Dragon in 3D is cute, and it's funny and adorable, but I do have one complaint. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick plot inconsistencies because this is a children's movie. And even I am not that much of a dork. But there is one thing that really got on my nerves a bit with this movie, and that is the main character's voice. The main character talks in a very kind of trapped in puberty, squeaky, kind of cracking constantly voice. It's like, hey guys, well, look, it's the dragon. We should go and kill the dragon. And it sounded a lot like a prepubescent Heath Ledger as the Joker. Like the Joker would sound in his awkward teenage years, for example. And as soon as the movie started, I thought, wow, that's going to be really annoying. And yes, it absolutely was. If it's a supporting character or something, that's fine, not a big deal. But for your main character to have a voice that when you hear it, it makes you want to strangle someone, not good. But that's really the only complaint I have. It was a fun time, it was a fun movie, and that is that. And this concludes the 3D portion of the review. So simply remove your official Nuclear Clown TV 3D glasses and discard them however you see fit. I like to do longer reviews. When I do a video, I don't like to just do a short little blurb. I like to give the full experience of a review, as much time as they will allow me here. So I saw you Zombieland, which I wanted to see when it was out in theaters, but I never really got around to it. And I just watched it last night, and I have to say that I can't really remember a movie that I started off liking as much as this. This movie was a fucking riot. Right from the beginning, I was like, I love this movie. But halfway through, it completely and totally lost me. I'll get into this more in the non-spoiler review, but if you haven't seen it yet, I don't want to spoil it for you. So the non-spoiler review, short and sweet, I thought that it started off great, and then about halfway through, it just fell apart. So since the first half was great, second half sucked, it was okay. So that's my review for you who don't want it spoiled. So now let us begin to spoil stuff. Zombieland, when they got to Bill Murray's house, all downhill from there. And I'll tell you, there's no bigger Bill Murray fan, literally and figuratively, than this guy right here. I love Bill Murray. Except for Broken Flowers. I didn't like Broken Flowers. I didn't think it was very good. So anyway, after that whole thing where they go to his house and they meet him and stuff, which, was funny that he was actually in the movie, it just kind of lost interest, almost like the filmmaker wasn't even trying. The first half is so funny and kind of fast-paced, and they're telling the story as it kind of goes along, and I really liked it. Just everything about it, and then they go to then halfway through it just blows up in midair for me. When I saw this, I thought, wow. When I saw previews and stuff like that, I thought, gee, I really hope this doesn't get into kind of like teen romantic comedy and sure enough, it kind of sort of does, and I think that really helped to just turn it into just halfway through it turns kind of boring and sort of uninspired. I think it was really, really weird, judging from how good the first half was. As to the second half, it was almost like two different directors were doing it. It's like two different movies. And the main character, not Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson's great in this, but the other one, the kid. I generally hate in movies where you see a character and damn well they wanted to get somebody else for it, but they couldn't get him for some reason. Like, the part was written for so-and-so, obviously, but they got, like, a look-alike, and they wanted Michael Cera to be in this. And I hate Michael Cera, I really do, because he plays the same motherfucking person in every single movie, and it's all a clone of Napoleon Dynamite. Ever since Napoleon Dynamite, which is a fantastic movie, there's been this kind of love affair with the awkward dork, and Michael Cera is like the paladin champion of that role. And he plays it the same every single fucking time. And they wanted him for this movie, but they couldn't get him, so they got a look-alike, a clone who acts just like him, and it's annoying and very, 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 very obvious. That I didn't like as well, but it's hard for me to explain how disappointed I am, because when a movie starts out this good, I mean, you'll think, well, Dave, if the movie was still alright, I mean, it didn't totally suck. You liked some of it, and that's true. I liked the good half of it. But the difference with something like that as opposed to a movie that sucks outright is Zombieland could have been awesome, and it turned out just being okay. It's kind of like, well, you won the lottery. Oh, great. How much did I win? You won $500. Wow, that's great. Yeah, but you could have won $5 million. It had so much potential. It was going so right. And then it just kind of went into crap territory. So, if you're a fan of zombie movies in general and you like that sort of shit, you'll like it. You'll get a kick out of it. There's some really genuinely just really funny parts in this movie. And I didn't think it would be so funny. And unfortunately, it kind of didn't pull through. I thought halfway it fell apart. But yeah, so that's it. There you go. How to Train Your Dragon. We got dragons. We got zombies. We got a little bit of everything. So that concludes my review. Look at those jugs.